he liked that. He enjoyed that part of it. Later, after the Ozark conference, after my book came out, then he asked me to travel with him to Mexico, and we spent a week traveling around Mexico. I speak Spanish, so I was able to help translate. We went to visit Jaime Maussan in Mexico City. We traveled to Tepoztlan to visit Carlos Diaz. We interviewed numerous people in Mexico who had the UFO contact experience and abduction experiences and contactees. So we really had a chance to bond during that time. And then when he wrote his second book, Passport to the Cosmos, he sent me his manuscript and asked me to make comments and suggestions, and I did so, and I'm very proud to be acknowledged in that book. During that trip to Australia, that's not Indiana Jones there with that hat on, we had the opportunity to meet with some Aborigines and an Aboriginal shaman. And this is the Aboriginal shaman who drives a station wagon and has a television antenna on his house. You know, it's like the people that come to New Mexico and Texas to see the Indian reservation. You know, they want to see American Indians, and they come from around the world, and they expect to see them riding around on horses with, you know, the paint on their face, and you know, and they find them living in houses with televisions and running gambling casinos, and it's a little bit disappointing. But what was interesting about this visit with this shaman was that we had this long discussion with him about UFOs, and he spoke very good English and was very eloquent in his way of speaking. He explained to us very patiently that UFOs and what we call alien beings are something that they have known about for thousands and thousands of years, that this is not something new to them, that their shamans commune with these beings in what they call their dream time. And their dream time is when they go into altered states. And during these altered states, they have out-of-body travel and out-of-body contact with beings. And they commune with them, and they learn from them. And they bring back that knowledge that they use to help themselves survive in the use of plants and being stewards to the earth, and you know how to survive. And he said that there was rock art, cave art, that represented some of these beings that was 10,000 years old, and he directed us to these kinds of drawings that are in, so I've seen people wearing t-shirts with these drawings, and he said that these beings were the Wangina. They called them the Wangina, and that they were creator beings, that they were, they had always been a part of human existence. Now, Aboriginal culture goes back at least 40,000 years, okay? These drawings are estimated to be 10,000 years old. But the Aborigines say that their culture goes back a lot further back than 40,000 years. So there's this kind of disagreement between the Aborigines and the archaeologists. But 40,000 years is a long time for a culture to exist and to survive. And they managed to do it. And they say, the shaman says, that they managed to do it because of their communication with beings that they met in dream time. And you know, that for someone who has never heard that before, you just don't know what to do with that. Especially someone who comes into UFO research from a very like an engineering background. You know, it's you got to have spaceships that land, and then they get out and talk to you or take you on trips, you know, that kind of thing. But for them, it was all ultra-dimensional, or most of it. So it was after this experience that my book came out, The God Hypothesis, Extraterrestrial Life and Its Implications for Science and Religion. And this is where I tried to walk that straight line between, and very thin line, between science and religion, and to approach the issue of UFOs on a neutral path, taking from science what makes sense, taking from religion and spirituality what makes sense, and not coming at the reader from a religious point of view or from a scientific materialist point of view, but from a middle point of view. Because I believe that there's much from science that we have to learn that will help us understand the UFO mystery. But if you only use scientific methodology as is used by today's scientific community, what you find is that you're limiting yourself, because scientific methodology, as we know it, is a materialistic science and an atheistic science. All right? If you come at this from the religious point of view and you ignore the scientific part, then that limits you also. Because now you're dealing with fundamentalism. You're dealing with, the only thing we need to know is what's in this book, whether it's the New Testament, the Old Testament, the Quran, the Book of Mormon, whatever. You know, you're dealing with one. That's a mindset. There's a lot about UFOs in all of those, okay, and shamanic experiences. In fact, every religion is based on a shamanic experience of somebody. Jesus was a shaman. He communed regularly with beings from other dimensions. That's shamanic. He learned to heal somehow from within. He wasn't taught this by other people. That's shamanic, okay? So the religion of Christianity is based on one person's shamanic experience. And the whole rest of Christianity is other people talking about his experience, but not having had their own shamanic experience. So right now, you hear all this talk about the Gnostic Gospels, okay? And Gnosticism has become well known because of the Da Vinci Code. And Gnosticism was a branch of Christianity and of Judaism that dealt with the shamanic aspects of Christianity. And with the idea that each one of us has to have his own shamanic experience to have his own revelation with God. Whereas Orthodox Christianity took the position that you just come to us, the priests and the church, and we'll explain it all to you. Okay? And only people of the cloth can have those kinds of experiences. Regular people, no, you can't do that. So Christianity today would be very, very different if Gnosticism had won out over Orthodox Christianity. That's one of the themes of my next book. Anyway, I think that one of the things that John Mack likes so much, and I miss him so much, you know that he died of a sudden car incident where he was run over by a drunk driver in London in September 2004. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that